Hey everybody, welcome to More Books with B. Sharice. I'm your host, B. Sharice Moore. Thank you so much for tuning in to yet another episode. Thank you to those of you who are stopping in for the first time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you to those of you who are stopping by every single week just to see what I'm talking about. And thank you to those of you who just pop in when you can. I appreciate all the subscribes, all the likes, all the comments that I receive. So, for the last couple episodes, I've decided to give you some of my holiday picks. All right, some books that I think will be great Christmas gifts, great Kwanzaa gifts, and just great gifts, just if you like to give, whether you celebrate the holidays or not. All right, so last week I did a nonfiction picture book, and this week I decided to do another picture book, and this is for my younger my parents and my teachers of younger children. All right, because I've looked back and I noticed that I do a whole lot of books for middle school students and for high school students, but I don't do enough for our younger children. So I thought about which book might be best, and of course I chose Sulwe. Sulwe is by Lupita Nyong'o, and it is illustrated by Vashti Harrison. So the book is Sulwe. It is a picture book, and it was written by Lupita Nyong'o, all right, the actress, and illustrated by Vashti Harrison. So grab your pens, paper, phones, whatever you need to write the name of this book down, because I really think it is an important book, and I wish I'd had it when I grew up, growing up. So, Sulwe is the story of a young girl who has very dark skin. Okay, she has dark skin, and in fact, she is the darkest person in her immediate family. Her sister is lighter, her mother is brown, her father is brown, and she is dark skinned. And because of this, she's ridiculed. And of course, her self esteem suffers, as a result. I think many of us can possibly, relate to that. And so Soleil does her best to try to change her skin. All right. She eats lighter foods, like bananas, hoping that her skin will be lighter. She even tries to wash the melanin and the darkness from her skin. And nothing seems to work until she meets a star, okay, an actual star. And the star takes her on this journey through the cosmos, and she learns the importance of her name, Sulwe, and she also learns to love her dark skin. Okay, so I don't want to give you too much, I want you to read it, but it is such a beautiful and important book. We often think about colorism as something that's we only see in the Black community, but I'm here to tell you that colorism exists throughout the globe. And I think this will be a fantastic book to share with children uh, in very diverse backgrounds. So that's the plot of Silhouette in a nutshell. But I also want to talk about these beautiful illustrations because they're just breathtaking. Um, I I was really taken aback by the beauty of this book. It's just a gorgeous book. This is one of my favorite pictures here. Okay, and the illustrator Vashti Harrison just did a fantastic job of capturing the beauty of Soleil skin, the beauty of Lupita Nyong'o's message, and really she captures that esteem that I think all people of color have to dig deep and find at some point within themselves in order to be accepting of who they are and to learn to love who they are. And I know sometimes it sounds really cliche, love yourself, you've got to love yourself and nobody else will. But this is a child, Lupita Nyong'o did a fantastic job of channeling her own experiences being a very dark-skinned woman growing up into this child's voice, and this child is feeling, you know, what it means to be ostracized. And to be ostracized not because of something you've done, but to be ostracized because of something you have no control over. We have no control over the way we look. We have no control over our skin color. And again, it's just a masterful, masterful picture book. And I'd recommend it, I'd say, for toddlers on up to maybe even, I guess I would cut it off at first grade. But the message is so rich. And it's not something that I often see in children's books. That if you have a child, specifically if you have a daughter, who is feeling sad or feeling discouraged because of how other people perceive her, because of her skin color, then this would be a fantastic book to discuss with them. So again, this book is called Sulwe, all right, and it is by Lupita Nyong'o and illustrated by Vashti Harrison. Okay, so again, Sulwe by Lupita Nyong'o, illustrated by Vashti Harrison, and I recommend it for toddlers on up to maybe, say, first or second grade. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Next week, I'll have another book for you, my last holiday pick. And welcome to the new year. It's almost upon us. Take care.